From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
It's a story of true survival. A woman who lived through the Holocaust was in Hazleton today to tell her story to our next generation. The amazing details of courage and bravery tops the news tonight, live at 5. And later, a house in the city was set on fire today. Firefighters saved the home, but do they know who lit the blaze? Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. As if a storybook character has come to life, a woman who survived the Holocaust paid a visit to Hazleton Area High School today, where students in Mrs. Lyons' English class are reading about the exact event Annalise Nussbaum survived decades ago. Here's News 13's Jasmine Brooks.
82 years ago, Annalise Nussbaum was born in Goban, Germany. She lived in an apartment in the city with her parents. During Annalise's childhood, the Nazi occupation was a part of life.
I never knew anything else. And there was a certain fear that was underlined being in the city, seeing the parades, listening to the music and all of these things, even though I did enjoy it at the time because I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. And I also had a lot of freedom to walk around to do this. But this pleasure only lasted until there were signs that said no Jews allowed, and we were not able to enter certain places.
Those places included public schools and the public swimming pool, simply because others didn't want Jews in their water. It was during this time in 1935 that Annalise became aware of her Jewishness. Just 3 years later, the Nazis burned her synagogue, a place she considered her second home. At the age of 12, the Nazis ordered her family to move to Cloister, located on the outskirts of Goban.
474 people were sent there, were interned. 7 people survived, all women. None of the men returned to Bonn, and I'm one of the survivors.
The following years brought Annalise to Czechoslovakia, Auschwitz, and Freiburg, Germany, where she celebrated her 16th birthday. But it was at a concentration camp in Austria where she almost lived her final days.
Something saved me. They ran out of Cyclone B gas. I found that out later on. We had already stood in line. If they would have had a few more cans of that gas, I would not be standing here talking to you today.
On May 5th, 1945, Annalise was liberated by the American Army. Her mother died of tuberculosis, her father from hard labor work. But Annalise survived. On Tuesday, she arrived at the Hazleton High School so that her story may live on. The Holocaust Awareness Museum and Education Center travels to many schools to send one important message.
It's just acceptance, tolerance, diversity, and the awareness that genocides are still happening today.
The educational program captured a story not only important to students here in Hazleton, but vital to the entire history of humanity. Jasmine Brooks, News 13.
Jasmine, thank you. Well, it's a crime that upsets a lot of people when it happens, and unfortunately, it happens a lot. Thieves stealing from our fallen heroes, taking metal grave markers that hold the American flag. State lawmakers have had enough of the disrespect being shown to American heroes and have decided to crack down on criminals and on thieves who steal copper wire and piping from homes and businesses. Usually the heartless thieves take the grave markers and sell them for money, usually to buy drugs. Same with the copper piping. The House Judiciary Committee, which includes State Representative Tara Toohill, approved legislation that will primarily focus on the theft of copper wiring from utility companies and small business owners, but includes language that would cover the theft of metal grave markers as well. Under current law, individuals arrested for the theft of a secondary metal, including metal grave markers, are minimally charged with a misdemeanor of the 2nd or 3rd degree. This new law would create a system where the offense would be graded and criminals penalized based on the total value of the stolen property. It also cracks down on repeat offenders. This legislation now moves to the full House for consideration. A law banning texting while driving here in the Keystone State has been signed, sealed, and delivered and will go into effect in 2012. Now some are urging federal lawmakers to ban all driver use of cell phones and other portable electronic devices except in emergencies. The National Transportation Board gave the recommendation Tuesday on the heels of a deadly highway pileup in Missouri last year. The board said the initial collision in the accident was caused by a distracted 19-year-old driver who sent or received 11 texts in the 11 minutes immediately before that crash. The pickup slammed into the back of a tractor trailer that had slowed for highway construction. The pickup was then rear-ended by a school bus that overrode the smaller vehicle. A second school bus rammed into the back of the first bus. The pickup driver and a 15-year-old student on one of the school buses were killed. 38 other people were injured. The NTSB's chairman, Deborah Hersman, called that accident a major red flag. Starting in March of next year, texting behind the wheel will be a primary offense here in Pennsylvania, meaning police can pull over motorists for that violation alone. The penalty will be about $50. However, talking on a cell phone without a hands-free device remains legal for Pennsylvania motorists. To West Hazleton now, where two men who have dedicated many years to the borough and its residents bid farewell to their positions and were honored for their service. Councilman Bob Bagayski and Fire Chief Bob Ward were recognized at Tuesday night's council meeting. Councilman Bagayski decided not to run for another term on council, and Chief Ward is entering into the world of retirement after 37 years. It was a bittersweet night for both men, but rest assured, neither will be far away as both plan to still volunteer their time to the borough in many ways and stay active.
Well, it's just closing a chapter in my book and opening up another chapter. I have 37 wonderful years with the department in the borough. Now it's time to close this chapter and open up another chapter. And I wish them well. I'm still going to be active with the volunteers. And whoever my predecessor may be, and we'll support them all the way. What makes a good chief is the people behind them. You know, I'm just in the driver's seat, and the volunteers that were behind me and the borough council, they made me look good. You know? So my best wishes to the firefighters. They're the best. Not only our firefighters, but the firefighters in the greater Hazleton area. They're a great bunch of people, and they'll help anybody.
I've been putting 20 to 30 hours a week for the last 4 years, and I got a lot of things accomplished. I'm quite proud of all the things that we did accomplish, this building and many things around. For the first time, we have new trucks, new police cruisers, new fire trucks, new buildings, repaired some of the old buildings, and we got the finances in order. And I think I helped a lot to get this done.
I can't say enough about these two individuals. Councilman Bagayski is probably one of the most dedicated people you'll see, from everything, putting carpeting to fixing a window to getting tires on a police cruiser. And he always seemed to get the best price from everybody. And he's going to be missed. And Chief Ward took his retirement. And another guy I can't say enough about. After 36 years as fire chief, I can't tell you the multiple upgrades and things he's done for the department by getting grant money to buy fire trucks. And not just fire trucks, there's a lot of small stuff Chief Ward did that didn't have to come out of the borough's coffers for equipment for the firefighters. Chief Ward said he's going to stay on as a volunteer firefighter, and he's also going to do our fire inspections for businesses. So he's retiring, but he's not going away. He's still going to be here, and I just wish him the best, and I wish Councilman Bagayski the best as well.
Mayor, Council.
Councilman Bagayski told News 13 that he plans to still attend all council meetings come the new year and thanks all the residents for their support throughout his term. Chief Ward plans to spend his retirement with his family and two Dalmatians, Arson and Ariel, and will also be doing a lot of camping. Best wishes from all of us here at News 13 to both men. Coming up right here on News 13 tonight, we head to two local schools where little ones were getting everyone in the holiday spirit, plus two more local communities will start 2012 off on a high note. And residents will not need to dig deeper into their pockets. And after the break, firefighters say a blaze that burned two people out of their home Tuesday was an accident. We are Just a few days away from the big day, and as we count down to Christmas, Molino's Party Supplies in Sugarloaf on Route 93 is ready for the big holiday. Stop by for gifts under $20, try Molino's concessions and moon jumps, balloons galore at Molino's, so take your pick. And for that holiday party, stop by for color plates, napkins, and cups as low as $139 each. That's Molino's, Route 93 in Sugarloaf.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. At 6 o'clock, it's the Sam Will Stand Show. Join Sam as he talks with Sister Sponsa. And then from 6:30 to 8, you can find your favorite local programming on SSPTV.com. At 8 o'clock, we'll be back on Channel 13 with our news rebroadcast. At 9 o'clock, it's Holiday Shopping. Join News 13 and SSP TV as we visit local businesses and showcase their products and specialties for the holiday shopping season. And then at 9:30, stick around for more holiday shopping. Don't forget about the other rebroadcasts from our news at 10 and 11:30. And thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Baczynski, and Christina D'Amato.
Check out the newly designed Chrysler 200, or how about the 2-door Jeep Wrangler or 4-door Unlimited. Jeep Patriot is named Best Priced SUV in America. Jeep Grand Cherokee styling is second to none. Jeep Compass named Top 10 fuel-efficient SUV with sophisticated styling. It's Ram commercial truck season. Get what you deserve, power, performance, and a Dodge Ram. How about Dodge Journey Seat 7 with 4-wheel drive, a winning combination. Dodge Durango, let the towing begin. Best in class, up to 7,400-pound capability. It's all-American Tamaqua. Feisner Ford in Freeland has the best deals. New at Feisner Ford, the Hunter High Capacity, Open and Closed Front Alignment Rack, and the Road Force Tire Balancer. You'll only get them here. We can align rollbacks, ambulances, vans, and construction vehicles. And we also offer free alignment checks with any vehicle service appointment. Feisner Ford is where you'll find the best deals on new and used vehicles. The best deals.
People assume quality car insurance has to cost more. People assume too much. The truth is, drivers who switched to Allstate last year saved money and got better protection. So get the facts, because you know what they say about people who assume. They pay more for car insurance than you and me.
Don't assume you have the right coverage or the right price. I'm Gary McNelis. Give me a call.
J-Bell, a trusted name in jewelry since 1916. J-Bell's hand-finished jewelry is among the finest made in the United States. The secret to J-Bell's success and quality is our state-of-the-art die-striking process, backed by skilled craftsmen. As many as 30 different steps may go into a single piece. It's like wearing a work of art. That's why J-Bell is found at only the finest jewelry stores.
Stop by Howard's Jewelers in the Laurel Mall in West Hazleton to see our magnificent collection of J-Bell die-struck engagement rings.
Well, we now know what caused a blaze on Broad Street in Hazleton Tuesday afternoon that left 2 people homeless right before the holidays. Firefighters say it was an accidental fire caused by smoking. The call came in just before noon Tuesday. The home at Broad and Locust Streets had smoke pouring from the second-story windows, which firefighters broke open. They worked very quickly, and the short-lived fire caused major damage to the entire second floor, with the third floor also suffering smoke damage. Thankfully, the mother-son duo who lived here escaped the blaze on their own, but a bird and cat had to be rescued by firefighters. A state police fire marshal was called in to help the Hazleton Fire Department search for a cause, which was traced back to a smoking incident. The American Red Cross was called in to help those residents. The call came in as a domestic dispute, but police found much more than a fight. According to the Standard Speaker, Hazleton police uncovered cocaine and heroin inside an apartment on West Broad Street. And police arrested this man, 21-year-old Juan Gregorio Soriano Tejeda, who allegedly had the drugs hidden in several places. While investigating the domestic dispute at Tejeda's apartment Monday night, officers spotted a knife on a kitchen counter, and in the process of securing that knife, they spotted 100 heroin baggies in the kitchen. Tejeda allegedly admitted to police he was selling heroin and cocaine from that apartment. Court papers say heroin packets and crack cocaine were also hidden in a freezer. Unpackaged heroin was found in a kitchen cabinet, and cocaine was hidden in a bag of rice. Police further found $1,000 in cash and a large amount of packaging materials in that apartment. Tejeda faces a long list of charges and is in the county prison tonight, unable to come up with his bail. This Mechanicsburg man charged in the highway death of a McAdoo teenager in July will stand trial for homicide. 50-year-old Oxen Gorbea Lespierre will be tried on charges of homicide by motor vehicle while driving drunk and aggravated assault by motor vehicle under the influence. Gorbea Lespierre, meanwhile, remains free on bail pending his formal arraignment in the Court of Common Pleas in Wilkes-Barre, set for February 24th. Investigators say Gorbea Lespierre was driving south on Interstate 81 in Hazle Township the night of July 3rd when he struck and killed 18-year-old Kayla Barry as she was pushing her boyfriend's car after it ran out of gas. Tyler Paisley, the boyfriend, was in the car at the time and was injured. A city man was sentenced Tuesday to 6 to 12 months in the county jail on several charges. 36-year-old Michael Monkoski of Hazleton is a free man tonight after sentencing Tuesday. He received credit for time already served in prison. He was sentenced on charges of robbery, simple assault, disorderly conduct, and 2 counts of terroristic threats. According to reports, in November of last year, Hazleton police allege Monkoski assaulted a woman, took her cell phone and keys, and fled. Then in January of this year, Wilkes-Barre police received a report of a man with a gun smashing vehicle windows. Monkowski was found removing windshield wipers from a number of cars. And then Monkowski threatened to harm and kill a man in Hazleton back in September. Monkowski already served 217 days in prison. However, he will serve 27 months of probation. Moving on tonight to your winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played today, folks. Your daily number 396, Big 4 8360, Quinto 98503, and Treasure Hunt 6, 12, 17, 19, 22.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station. Here's your lineup for Thursday. Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. A happy 9th anniversary to Janine and Mark Mazurkevich. This wish comes from your family, your friends, and all of us here at News 13. And a happy birthday to Victoria Vetler. This wish comes with love from your mom, dad, and your whole family. And have you seen this dog? If you see Fox, this Pomeranian, please call Chris at 570-233-2199. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Sister Sharon Gallagher, RSM of Freeland. A massive Christian burial will be held Friday at 10:30 a.m. from the Mercy Center. Andy Gaspar of Junedale. A funeral mass will be held Friday at 11:30 a.m. from the Maternity BVM Church. Dolores Minda of Hazleton. The arrangements are incomplete and will be announced at a later date. And Crystal Lee Reyes of Hazleton. The arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for the second best. Be sure to book your funeral luncheon at Mia's, the Hazleton area's #1 rated restaurant. As always, there's plenty of free parking behind the Markle building.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
From all of us at the Early Poli Agency, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, tonight's District Newsmaker segment takes us to Freeland, where the students' pencil project left a big mark on the American Red Cross. News 13's Jasmine Brooks has more.
For this week's District Newsmaker, I'm here at the Freeland Elementary School, and I have some very special people I'm talking with. Your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Elaine Kite. I'm the Executive Director of the American Red Cross in Hazleton. And I'm John Meyer. I'm the chairman of the board for the local Red Cross chapter.
Okay, now the Red Cross is here today all because of this second grade student, Tessa. Tessa, how are you today?
Good.
All right, and finally, we have...
My name is Melanie Phillips, and I'm an 8th grade student here at Freeland Elementary Middle School, and I am vice president of the Student Council Club here.
Okay, so it all started with Tessa. Tessa, what was the idea that you came up with to help out the Red Cross?
Well, I asked my Nana if I could just sell them if she could help me just sell them in my classroom, but then she wanted me to take it to a bigger level and sell them all in the cafeteria all throughout all the lunches.
Now, what did you sell?
Pencils.
Pencils. Mm-hmm. And how much were these pencils?
25 cents.
And you have a grand total of what?
$295.
Wow, that's awesome, Tessa. Okay, now tell me your role with Tessa.
She came to us in the Student Council Club because we have our monthly meetings, and she told us that she wanted to sell the pencils for everybody. So we took part in this, and we went through to the kindergarten and 8th grade lunches, and we sold the pencils for 25 cents, and all the money that we collected went to Tessa and the American Red Cross.
And today you will be presenting checks to the American Red Cross, is that right? Okay, let's head over to the American Red Cross and tell me what you are presenting today.
We are just so absolutely grateful to the efforts of Tessa, whose idea this was, and all of the students here at Freeland Elementary Middle School. And what we do have are certificates of appreciation. And John, I'll let you. We have one for Tessa because this was her idea.
Tessa, on behalf of the American Red Cross, I'd like to present this certificate of appreciation to you for all your efforts and the hard work that you and the students here did to help the Red Cross.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
And the certificate is, again, from the American Red Cross Hazleton chapter for your efforts and assistance in disaster relief. And it's for the students, faculty, and staff here at Freeland Elementary Middle School. So thank you very much.
Now, Tessa, you are just in 2nd grade, so congratulations for doing such a wonderful thing. And why did you want to help the American Red Cross? Why the American Red Cross?
Well, I just want to be a really good person and help out a lot of people.
Well, you did just that. And now today you are presenting checks.
On behalf of the treasurer of Hazleton Area School District, we'd like to present this check for $225 to the American Red Cross.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And what do you have, Tessa?
And I have a check for $70 from private donations from my family.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, what a successful day here at Freeland Elementary School. For this week's District Newsmaker, I'm Jasmine Brooks, and now I will send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jasmine, and congratulations to those kiddos in Freeland on a job well done. Well, we gave you a sneak peek here on News 13 of a special holiday play kids at one local school were busy preparing for, and today was the big day as the curtain went up at McAdoo Catholic.
You might have noticed that something's afoot here.
Yeah, we, Heaven the host, have just heard the big news.
Archangel Gabriel's Awesome Adventure was presented to the students, family, and friends. The play tells the story of how heaven and earth prepared for the birth of Jesus from the viewpoint of Archangel Gabriel. The magical play is filled with Christmas songs and dances. The audience laughed a lot and learned the true meaning of Christmas. Even though it's an 8th grade production, every single student in the school is a part of this show. The cast will put the show on a few more times at 7 p.m. tonight and on Thursday at 7. Tickets may be purchased by the students or at the door. These students have been working very hard since September and would love your support. Now we head to Holy Family Academy, where the youngsters also filled the air with holiday spirit, singing their little hearts out to fellow students, teachers, and family. The little ones in grades pre-kindergarten through 3rd hit the stage and entertained with some unique Christmas songs, and there were even some handmade props to go along with the tunes. The students worked very hard memorizing all of the songs they performed today, and what a great job they did. All the parents in the crowd couldn't have been prouder. Happy holidays to all of these little ones at Holy Family. The clouds are slowly moving in, and we need to get ready for some rain falling over the next 24 hours here in Greater Hazleton. So it'll be mostly cloudy skies taking you through tonight, with the rain expected to start sometime throughout the evening. Thursday, it looks like it's cloudy skies and showers throughout our day. We will climb only to 47 degrees. Coming up live at 5:30, we'll check out the forecast for the next 4 days ahead. And coming up on News 13 Live at 5:30, News 13's Christina D'Amato is back from the Luzerne County Courthouse with the latest developments in a murder trial involving two brothers from Harrisburg accused of killing a Hazleton man after a drug deal gone bad. And Freddie B is here live with all your local sports action tonight. We hit the mat with the Cougars. Make sure you check out ssptv.com to watch News 13 whenever you'd like. Local news, sports, and information is all just a click away. Stay with us tonight. We're back in just a few.
Buy right the first time at Independence Toyota. With every pre-owned vehicle purchase, receive a 1-year or 12,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. With over 80 in stock, starting at just $4,999. And remember, if you don't see this license plate frame on the back of your vehicle, then you probably paid too much. Located on the Airport Beltway across from Walmart.
Modern Smile Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, now accepting new patients. Under the direction of Dr. Anna Hajiva, our services include intraoral video camera exams, digital x-rays, bonding and veneers, whitening, root canals, crowns and bridges, dentures and implant consultations, and non-surgical gum treatment. We're located at 14 West Aspen Street in Hazleton. Call us today at 454-8511.
Would you like to be pampered while in the comfort of your own home? My name is Rhodey. I am a fully licensed cosmetologist providing in-home beauty services. I offer haircut, coloring, manicure, pedicure, and all other services you might get at a salon. All equipment and supplies are sanitized. I am available Monday through Saturday. Call today and make an appointment, 578-6469. And enjoy a few relaxing hours of being pampered at home.
May the love, hope, and peace of this holiday season abide with you now and throughout the new year. Happy holidays from the Hazle Township Supervisors. May you celebrate this beautiful season with love in your home, peace in your world, and joy in your heart. Wishes for a happy holiday season and healthy new year from the Treasure Hunt Department Store. Miller Keystone Blood Center wishes you peace and joy throughout the holiday season and coming year. Happy holidays from Miller Keystone Blood Center.
For almost 40 years, Hazleton Custom Cleaners, located in the Churchill Mall, has been the place where people go to get quality cleaning. Hazleton Custom Cleaners offers senior discounts, hems and alterations, specializing in draperies, gown preservations, next day service, and as always, they're second to none when it comes to dry cleaning and shirt laundering. Hazleton Custom Cleaners, in the Churchill Mall, just off Route 309. Give them a call at 455-6211.
We're still coming to Jimmy's. We are too!
Who killed Abdul Shabazz last December? Two brothers stand trial for murder. It was day 2 of testimony, and our Christina D'Amato was again in the courtroom as more witnesses hit the stand. The very latest is where we begin tonight, live at 5:30.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey again, everyone. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, the jury was presented with more testimony today in the murder trial of two brothers accused of killing a Hazleton man. 19-year-old Hazle Garrett and his 22-year-old brother Isaiah Garrett are on trial for the December 2010 shooting death of 30-year-old Abdul Shabazz inside a West Hazleton apartment in what police say was a drug deal gone bad. And News 13's Christina D'Amato was in the courtroom all day as the jury heard more testimony from witnesses and witnesses called by the prosecution, and also as they were presented with some evidence that was found at the scene. Christina?
Kristen, testimony resumed this morning with several troopers from the Pennsylvania State Police taking the stand talking about the investigation. Brothers Isaiah and Hazle Garrett remain quiet in the courtroom. They sit behind their attorneys listening to witness after witness. Prosecutors continued their case by calling Corporal Ken Hassinger to the stand. He was a part of the surveillance detail set up outside the residence where the Garrett brothers were found in Mechanicsburg after the shooting. He also supervised the search inside the home and found a loaded gun in a shoebox in a bedroom closet, 2 empty shell casings, and fake money. Trooper Stephen Caruso was also on surveillance duty and noticed 2 black males and 3 black females entering and leaving the residence. After a search, the trooper said he found a box of bullets in one jacket and a gun in another located in a closet. A trooper from the Forensic Service Unit, when examining those clothings, found a pink sock containing bullets in one of the jackets as well. 18-year-old Inez Crownler of Harrisburg also took the stand. She says she was with the Garretts in Mechanicsburg the night before police showed up during their investigation. She says she met the Garretts only a week before outside of a bar. That night, Inez says she had a conversation with Isaiah, who showed her a gun. She testified that Isaiah said he would never shoot anybody with this gun because it was in his name. Inez told the court that the group partied that night and smoked marijuana. A forensics pathologist, Dr. Ross, spoke about Shabazz's autopsy and says he suffered 2 gunshot wounds, one to his left arm and a fatal wound to his abdomen. Trooper James Cermick took the stand, saying that morning when police came to search the residence, Hazle was found in the bedroom where fake money, a gun, and 2 shell casings were found. He told the jury that he interviewed Isaiah, who told investigators that he was visiting his dad on December 6th and was going to purchase marijuana. He said Shabazz came to the residence where the money was on the table, but Shabazz looked at that money in a weird way. Isaiah, in his police interview, said Tyreek Smith, his cousin, pulled out a gun and Shabazz started lunging toward the gun and Tyreek shot him. Corporal Sean Williams from the state police talked about his role in investigating the case. He said Isaiah was found in the bedroom where the gun and box of bullets were located. He interviewed Hazle, who Corporal Williams says gave several versions of his story. According to testimony in Hazle's 4th version during questioning, he said he was in the room with Isaiah and Tyreek and said Tyreek gave fake money to the dealer and that Tyreek shot the dealer twice. The last witness for the day was a ballistics expert from the state police. Ballistics is the science of mechanics that deals with the flight, behavior, and effects of bullets. Testimony continues tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with prosecutors resuming their case. Kristen.
And Christina, I hear that this case could wrap up tomorrow with testimony, closing arguments, and we could have a verdict before the end of the week.
We might.
Okay, thanks, Christina. Well, officials in the borough of McAdoo had to sacrifice an extra police officer on the streets full time to keep taxes from going up. A proposed budget for 2012 was passed. Council went into Tuesday night's work session in the red, $20,000 for the new year. But in the end, the decision was to eliminate a 4th full-time police officer for the new year to balance the money plan, but not everyone agreed with that move. The final vote came in 5-2 in favor of the proposed budget without a tax increase. It was Councilwoman Mary LaBert and Councilman William Slovic who voted against it, and Mayor Dane Wacho agreed. The mayor told News 13 that if council would have went through each line item in the plan, The dollars needed to balance it out would have been found without losing a cop.
Well, right now we had a few council members that were objective to having a tax increase, which I supported no tax increase. And with that being said, we had a $20,000 shortfall, approximately $20,000. So we needed to go back to that budget and nickel and dime it, and that's what we do in our home. So a motion was made by Councilwoman Burputnik to do away with the one full-time officer and just eliminate that position altogether. I just feel for the safety and protection of our citizens, we can't come after the budget of the local police department. I feel we could have nickel-dimed it, brought it down $20,000 with no tax increase. Right now is not the time to be raising taxes, and I believe council as a whole really did identify that at the end of the day. But once again, here we are struggling with the hours that we have with our full-timers. We only have 2 full-timers. One full-timer is injured. Now, you know, we have a pool of part-timers that's going to pick up the hours, but that full-time officer, the quality of the officer you're going to get, I highly encourage it.
We also did have to raise our garbage fee this year. We still did recommend, and hopefully, and which we're glad that we still give a rebate to people that pay earlier. We'll be paid $175. We will be billed that, but if you pay before February 15th, you will pay the $165. We have a new contract with a new carrier this year for another 3-year contract. I believe it's 3. I'm not sure, but let me say 3. So the price is different. So naturally, the price had to go up on the garbage hauling.
Right now, the budget is balanced at about $778,000. That's without that full-time officer. Police Chief Jeff Wainwright took the mayor's side on the police officer issue and was not happy with the cut. Right now, the borough has 2 full-time officers and several part-timers. Officials are set to vote on this money plan and put it into place on December 29th at 7 p.m. Other than some trimming here and there, the budget in West Hazleton was easy to balance out for the new year with a final total of $1.9 million. Council passed the money plan Tuesday night. The 2012 budget is similar to this year's plan, although each borough department was affected with some cuts. But all in all, no major changes come the new year in West Hazleton.
We took a little bit of a cut in everybody's department for this year with the retirement of our fire chief. The fire department went from a paid to a more or less part-time / volunteer department, and we're pleased that it passed on time. There was a couple minor things that we hashed out before the meeting, but other than that, it passed without opposition.
Come 2012, Council will welcome back Councilman Tom Nemeth, who was the winner in November's general election, and a new face will be in place to lead the borough. Paul Platukis will take his seat in the new year. News 13 has learned that fire investigators are searching for a fire bug tonight after flames erupted inside a vacant Hazleton Heights home this afternoon. Firefighters were called to 161 Dietrich Avenue, where smoke was billowing from the windows. Now, when they went inside, they found multiple spots throughout the home where the fire was burning. All of the flames were extinguished quickly, and there wasn't much damage, but it didn't take long for a state police fire marshal to determine that someone intentionally tried burning this house down. Again, no one lived in the home. If you know anything about the Heights arson, dial 911 immediately. We now know what caused a blaze on Broad Street in Hazleton Tuesday afternoon that left 2 people homeless right before the holidays. Firefighters say it was an accidental fire caused by smoking. That call came in just before noon Tuesday. The home at Broad and Locust Streets had smoke pouring from the second-story windows, which firefighters broke open. Firefighters worked quickly. The short-lived blaze caused major damage to the entire second floor, with the third floor also suffering smoke damage. Thankfully, the mother-son duo who lived here escaped the blaze on their own, but a bird and cat had to be rescued by firefighters. A state police fire marshal was called in to help the Hazleton Fire Department search for a cause, which was traced back again to a smoking incident. The American Red Cross was called in to help these residents. All right, still ahead, state lawmakers are cracking down on criminals who decide to disrespect American heroes. News 13 will tell you about the legislation that now moves to the full House for consideration. But first, a Holocaust survivor paid a visit to local high school students. Stay tuned to hear her extraordinary story of survival. As the countdown continues to Christmas and we get a little bit closer each day, if you're looking for that Christmas stocking stuffer, how about keeping your loved ones feeling good with a gift card for a massage at the Family Chiropractic? Call them today and pick yourself up one.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Dazinski, and Christina D'Amato.
When is the best time of the year to buy? It's now. The year-end vehicle eradication.
That's right. The best time of the year to buy is now. And right now, you can buy this 2012 Jeep Patriot 4x4 for $18,995. So come on down to Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge for your end-of-the-year clearance price and ask for me, Bob Rigotti.
The year-end eradication at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Exit 145 off ID1 near the Laurel Mall in Hazle Township.
Boscov's holiday sale. Our entire stock of fine jewelry 50% off, plus an extra 20% off. Necklaces, pearls, diamonds, and gemstone earrings. All diamond rings reduced 50%, plus an extra 20% off. Great gifts from Boscov's. Missy's fur-lined hoodies, fleece jackets, and vests, $7.99. Men's lounge pants, $4.99. And 62% off a Discovery Kids laptop, only $14.99 at all Boscov's.
Anyone can make a phone call. What's important is who's on the other end. We've been doing injury law for more than 35 years. It's what we do most. It's what we do best. It's what we do every day. So if you're hurt and want a lawyer who does nothing but injury law every day, there's no reason to call anyone else.
Call Velo Law, Injury Lawyers.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo.
Tunison Radiators, #1 for all of your automotive cooling needs. We also specialize in fuel pumps, gas tanks, straps, and AC compressors. Glass beading is also available. Located inside the radiator shop is Tunison Supply. Here we specialize in all types of fasteners, SAE and metric, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel. We also stock drill bits, spray paint, cutting tools, abrasive, and threaded rod. Stop by and check out all of our product lines and services and see how we can help you. Tunison's Radiator and Supply, 593 West Green Street in Hazleton.
33 years ago, our goal was simple. Build the best vehicles and once a year offer them with special savings. Today, it's an American tradition. Toyotathon is back, and now's the time to get the Toyota you've been waiting for. Like Tacoma, get $500 cash back or go with Tundra and get up to $2,500 cash back or 0% APR financing for 5 years. Plus, now every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. Others have tried to copy it, but in the end, there's only one Toyotathon. The biggest and best sales event of the year is going on now.
Would you like to be pampered while in the comfort of your own home? My name is Rhodey. I am a fully licensed cosmetologist providing in-home beauty services. I offer haircut, coloring, manicure, pedicure, and all other services you might get at a salon. All equipment and supplies are sanitized. I am available Monday through Saturday. Call today and make an appointment, 578-6469. And enjoy a few relaxing hours of being pampered at home.
All right, Hazleton Police Department came across what was about to turn into a fight this afternoon. That did not happen, but around 3 o'clock, 5 people in total were taken into custody. One of the 5 was over the age of 18. The others were all juveniles. 4 of them were told some had weapons. Hazleton detectives are still sorting out the details at this 5:30 hour. Hazleton police officers were backed up at the scene by state troopers and West Hazleton police officers. We'll have more live at 5 on Thursday as it becomes available to us from Hazleton Police. All right, it's a crime that upsets a lot of people when it happens, and unfortunately it happens a lot. Thieves stealing from our fallen heroes, taking metal grave markers that hold the American flag. State lawmakers have had enough of the disrespect being shown to American heroes and have decided to crack down on criminals and on thieves who steal copper wire and piping from homes and businesses. Usually the heartless thieves take the grave markers and sell them for money, usually for drugs. Same with the copper piping. The House Judiciary Committee, which includes State Representative Tara Toohill, approved legislation that will primarily focus on the theft of copper piping from utility companies and small business owners, but includes language that would cover the theft of metal grave markers as well. Under current law, individuals arrested for the theft of a secondary metal, including metal grave markers, are minimally charged with a misdemeanor of the second or third degree. This new law would create a system where the offense would be graded and criminals penalized based on the total value of the stolen property. It also cracks down on repeat offenders. This legislation now moves to the full House for consideration. Let's not waste any more time and head right outdoors to check the forecast, which I'm afraid is a wet one for the next couple days. Cloudy skies for tonight. We see a 50% chance of rain moving into the area and will dip down to 35 degrees. Moving to your 4-day outlook, you see Thursday, showers are likely throughout the day, 47. I know you see those snow flurries there. That's because there is a chance of some snow moving into the area Thursday night. Temp dips down to 34. Sun returns for your Friday with a high up to 38. Chilly Friday evening, 24 will be our low. Sunny skies remain on Saturday, high up to 31, down to 25 for your Saturday evening. And Sunday, we end off another weekend with partly sunny skies and a high near 34. Sunday night, look for some clouds to move in with a low down to 27 degrees. Your forecast tonight has been brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon, Dog and Cat Grooming on North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Make sure you call them today at 459-0310 to make an appointment for your furry friends. All right, as if a storybook character has come to life. A woman who survived the Holocaust paid a visit to the Hazleton Area High School today, where students in Mrs. Lyons' English class are reading about the exact event Annalise Nussbaum survived decades ago. Here's News 13's Jasmine Brooks.
82 years ago, Annalise Nussbaum was born in Gubon, Germany. She lived in an apartment in the city with her parents. During Annalise's childhood, the Nazi occupation was a part of life.
I never knew anything else. And there was a certain fear that was underlined being in the city, seeing the parades, listening to the music and all of these things, even though I did enjoy it at the time because I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. And I also had a lot of freedom to walk around to do this. But this pleasure only lasted until there were signs that said no Jews allowed, and we were not able to enter certain places.
Those places included public schools and the public swimming pool, simply because others didn't want Jews in their water. It was during this time in 1935 that Annalise became aware of her Jewishness. Just 3 years later, the Nazis burned her synagogue, a place she considered her second home. At the age of 12, the Nazis ordered her family to move to Cloister, located on the outskirts of Gubon.
474 people were sent there, were interned. 7 people survived, all women. None of the men returned to Bonn. And I'm one of the survivors.
The following years brought Annalise to Czechoslovakia, Auschwitz, and Freiburg, Germany, where she celebrated her 16th birthday. But it was at a concentration camp in Austria where she almost lived her final days.
Something saved me. They ran out of Cyclone B gas. I found that out later on. We had already stood in line. If they would have had a few more cans of that gas, I would not be standing here talking to you today.
On May 5th, 1945, Annalise was liberated by the American Army. Her mother died of tuberculosis, her father from hard labor work. But Annalise survived. On Tuesday, she arrived at the Hazleton High School so that her story may live on. The Holocaust Awareness Museum and Education Center travels to many schools to send one important message.
It's just acceptance, tolerance, diversity, and the awareness that genocides are still happening today.
The educational program captured a story not only important to students here in Hazleton, but vital to the entire history of humanity. Jasmine Brooks, News 13.
All right, coming up on News 13, Freddie B's here with some wrestling action. And News 13 stopped by Benito's here in Hazleton, where members of the Lupus Support Group held the annual Christmas party. We'll take you to the celebration coming up in a little bit.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in to win a free pay-per-view movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Joseph F. Hawley of Latimer Mines. Joseph, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
All of us at Dragonfly Cafe would like to wish you and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
For 3 generations, the Cuck family have kept alive the traditional values and quality that you've grown accustomed to. Nestled on 200 acres in the beautiful Lewistown Valley, Cuck's is proud to offer over 60 products in both fresh and frozen. Some of our products include all-natural organic whole turkeys, smoked turkey breasts, drums and wings, turkey barbecue, turkey meatballs, and much, much more. Our newest offering, Little Gobbler Turkey Bites, are all natural and go from the oven to the dinner table in about 10 minutes. The retail store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 4. And we're at the Hometown Farmers Market every Wednesday.
We're still coming to Jimmy's. We are too!
Well, News 13 checked in at Benito's in Hazleton Tuesday evening, where the Lupus Support Group of Hazleton held their annual Christmas party. Supporters gathered to recognize a disease that affects 5 million people worldwide every year. The Lupus Support Group of Hazleton has been around for a few years now and is a great way for lupus patients to learn more about the disease and know they're not alone. The food, I'm sure, was delicious, but more importantly, the reason for gathering made the party a perfect celebration. All right, we'll be right back with Freddie B and some wrestling action, and of course, to say goodnight to all of you. Stay tuned. When we at Humboldt Industrial Supply count our blessings at Christmas time, we think of friends like you. Christmas greetings and a Happy New Year from Humboldt Industrial Supply. Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Happy holidays from your friends at the Dragonfly Cafe. May your heart be decorated with ornaments of peace, joy, and love this holiday season. Happy holidays from McCann School of Business and Technology. Changing futures, changing lives.
The Mountain View Cemetery, located along North Street in West Hazleton, has served as a final resting place for beloved members of area families since 1900. This non-denominational cemetery is available for all. The new section will use flat bronze grave markers to denote the name of the loved ones. Please contact the Mountain View Cemetery Association, 454-8101.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
Well, we're told Freddie B's running a little late, stuck in some traffic out there in Greater Hazleton, so I'm going to fill in and do the best job I possibly can, completely unprepared. So here we go. Let's head to some wrestling action at Hazleton Area High School. Last evening, the Cougars hitting the mat against Delaware Valley, and in the end, it was Delaware Valley blowing Hazleton away in a score of 52-18. ruining the home opener for the Cougars last night. Delaware Valley, always a very tough team on the mat. You know, Hazleton too, though. You can't count them out as well. I'm a big wrestling fan, so we're going to be following closely with the Cougars all this season and see the outcome of the rest of their matches here at home and also away. So again, a tough loss for the Cougars wrestling team last evening to Del Val in a score of 52-18. All right, moving on tonight to boys varsity swimming. Hazleton area over Scranton in a score of 106-74. You see Troy Valkuski is the first in a 50 freestyle and 100 backstroke. So congratulations to that team. Girls varsity swimming also over Scranton, 131-52. Shayna Craigo first in the 200 free stroke and 100 butterfly there for the Cougars. Girls varsity basketball, Marion Overly Heighton pretty much blew them out of the water, 68-26 on the court. Casey McLaughlin had 15 points on the night. You see varsity bowling, boys varsity bowling, Hazleton in a score of 2009-36 over Columbia Montour Votech in 27:05. Hazleton area girls bowling also beating Columbia Montour Votech. Congratulations to both of those teams. And here's your schedule for tonight. 7 o'clock tonight, Hazleton area hitting the court. Boys varsity basketball at Whitehall at 7 o'clock. MMI Prep taking on Panther Valley starting at 7:30 this evening. Another boys varsity basketball game. And the Penguins over Binghamton last night in a score of 4-2. Now this was a monumental win for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. It was their 500th win so far since they came into existence. I'm sure Tux was celebrating, the fans were celebrating. I'm a big fan, and I'm still celebrating today. So the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Pens, once again, 4-2 over Binghamton, their 500th win of all time. All right, and we're going to tell you where to go tonight for some fantastic steak. It's Steak and Ale Night at Bottlenecks in West Hazleton. Choose from a variety of specialty hand-cut steaks served with unlimited salad and fries for just $9.95. Always great beer specials all night long at Bottlenecks as well. So if you're looking for something to do tonight and your belly's hungry, well, there you have it. Bottlenecks is the place to be.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. New succulent snow crab legs, steamed, seasoned, and served with lemon and hot melted butter. And seafood fans will love Monday nights for the Crab and Clam Seafood Jam, featuring little neck clams in garlic butter and peel-and-eat Old Bay shrimp. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
When we at Humboldt Industrial Supply count our blessings at Christmas time, we think of friends like you. Christmas greetings and a Happy New Year from Humboldt Industrial Supply. Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Happy holidays from your friends at the Dragonfly Cafe. May your heart be decorated with ornaments of peace, joy, and love this holiday season. Happy holidays from McCann School of Business and Technology. Changing futures, changing lives.
The Mountain View Cemetery, located along North Street in West Hazleton, has served as a final resting place for beloved members of area families since 1900. This non-denominational cemetery is available for all. The new section will use flat bronze grave markers to denote the name of the loved ones. Please contact the Mountain View Cemetery Association, 454-8101.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
All right, well, we just wanted to say goodnight to all of you. I have no idea what camera I'm on, so that does it for us. Thank you for making us a part of your day. If you'd like to catch this newscast again, tune in for a rebroadcast throughout tonight and into the morning. And don't forget, we're always on at ssptv.com. On behalf of your News 13 team, we'll be back tomorrow and we'll have it all together. I promise. Good night, everyone.